The agreement had been, at least the agreement among the Americans, that you couldn't talk about specifics. You can talk in general, but not specifics. But when you read this paper this morning, they were saying who said what. And so that made them say, what's happened to the freedom to speak in a congregation? If you don't have confidentiality, you don't have freedom. And so everybody took this position. It happened the last time too. Well, we better just not give interviews at all. And so the cardinals agreed to that. They have general congregations that meet sometimes twice a day, sometimes once a day, where they can discuss issues. Now, this is right at the beginning, so they were into the nitty-gritty. You know, they got folders, list of everybody's here. How do you vote when we're voting on something within the general congregation? And that includes both the cardinal electors, who are under 80, and senior cardinals. So that's a large group, over 150, I believe. And so now they were moving into more substantial discussions. I think this morning, I don't know what they discussed, although Father Lombardi said it, but they listed several specific issues. It was more than when do we have the coffee break. And the big question, of course, is when does the conclave begin? But the rules of the revised rules say you can't decide that until you cannot decide that until all the electors are here. And 2 of them still haven't arrived. Some people have zeroed in on sex abuse, but you know, it's a perennial problem. Cardinal George said it very beautifully. While the cases are almost nil now in the United States, the results of them, the hurt from them, are still in people's hearts and still in their minds. And while they're there, they're still with us. And so it's not something, and it's going to be with us for a long time. And we have to deal with that. Oh, this is a huge moment. Leadership comes from the top. So you're electing the top leader, the man who's going to set the tone for the church. That's very important. There's a great interest. They're, praying. If someone wrote me a note today saying that we're praying for an inspired choice, and I think everyone is. Well, I love Rome in general, so it's exciting to be here. When I walk around St. Peter's Square, I think, who was here before me? And I start imagining previous people from our church history, and it's exciting to be. It's exciting to be with the media. I love the media too, and it's a huge media onslaught. I read today in the paper 5,000 media have sought accreditation, so I find that exciting too. Media are my people. We need a leader who inspires us, who urges us on, a holy man. The cardinals are electing a spiritual leader. I think that's the number one concern. They're not electing a chief of staff, but if he has the talents that you want in a good chief of staff, all the better.